I broke the bag that I had my beers in. I lifted it downstairs and the bag tore. Yeah, I had to scavenge beers. Okay, you here.
A clap.
3, 2, 1.
What?
It's so we can line up the recording.
I just said want to clap.
Right, clap check. 3, 2, 1. Right.
That'll do.
There you go.
Jesus fucking Christ. Right. Welcome back to what hopefully will be released as episode 2. We have a guest this week. Introduce yourself.
I am the guest. I am Thantius. People call me Thanti. You can call me whatever you want.
Yes, Thantius, who is far more qualified to be on the Council of Weebs than anyone else combined.
You're over glorifying me right now. No.
Based on the quiz that we took the other week, I should not be here, but fuck it.
Listen, anime opening quizzes are a scam. It's literally just a memory game.
Well, that makes sense. I don't have any of that.
Exactly. It's just a memory game, and I have too many friends that are way too competitive in it.
Okay. So let's do a roundup. What anime have we all seen since the last podcast?
People watch anime?
How long ago was the
I
last
fucking hope you
podcast?
did. When was it recorded? 2 weeks ago?
It was recorded like 2 days before the Queen died,
Right.
which was the start of September, I think.
That's a good timing.
Yeah.
Have I watched
that's
any
gonna be
anime
a
in the last
fucking-
2 months?
You've not watched any?
I might have. I can't remember.
You
though.
must have. Well, I watched that fucking Edge Runners. That was pretty fucking sweet.
I still need to watch that. The problem I have with anime is like if people keep telling me it's good and I know it's going to be good, I'm just not in a rush to watch it.
Yeah, no, my list of like to watch is too long, and I never fucking watch stuff that people tell me to watch. It's all a case of like I'll fucking see a meme and I'll be like, right, cool, I'll watch that next.
That's literally how I watched 90% of my animes when I started watching anime, because, I played Osu, and I'd be like, damn, that's a banger opening. I wonder what the anime is.
Yes,
Yeah,
so way to do
that's
it.
fair. I mean,
But if we're talking about animes we've watched in the last 2 months, I watched the new season of Overlord.
oh, how's that?
It was pretty good. I just loved seeing all the comments of everybody saying, like, why are they not fighting? This is such a shit season.
That's cringe.
And I'm like, literally, they're setting up. This is the politics behind it. There was a bunch of fighting the season before. You need to set up before there's another war. Like, they literally take over 3 kingdoms and chop a king's head off. How is that not enough? Spoiler alert, by the way.
Ewan, by the way, sidebar, is your recording picking up the echo
What echo?
from me and Thantius?
I hear echoes, yeah.
Not really, no.
Okay, good. No, so,
I've watched more. Wait, I actually watched a lot more than I remembered. I also watched I started watching the new season from Uzaki-chan Wants to Hang Out.
again, yet to see this. It's only on my list because there was like 4 months worth of memes.
It is fucking hilarious. I like it. And of course, I also watched One Piece.
One Piece, you were starting that as well, were you not?
I'm almost 800 episodes in.
Jesus fucking Christ, that's a lot.
I've been watching it for 3 years on and off.
Oh, right. I don't have the attention span for anime that's that long. I think the longest anime I've ever watched was Soul Eater, and that was, 50 episodes?
Wait, really?
Something like that? Yeah? Well, no, obviously, I've seen stuff that's had more than one season.
Yeah.
Like, I think I've seen all 3 seasons so far of Golden Kamuy, which the 4th season is currently being released. Seen the 1st season, all the way up until the end of that fucking game where they were all elves.
Alfheim, yeah.
Yeah, that's as far as I got. Because I know they had, I think after that was Gun Game.
Yeah, I thought it was Gun Gale.
I did not watch that.
That was the best part.
I like Gun Gale, I'm not gonna lie. The thing that I hated, the one reason I stopped watching One Piece, is after Gun Gale, they go back to the elf game. And like literally the first episode, the entire thing is just like introduce all the characters, pose for camera, and just be like, oh, we're such a quirky crew. And I'm just like, I'm done, I'm not watching this anymore. But we're talking about anime here, but do any of you read manga?
I
No.
occasionally do. I have read... Well, I never watched the Death Note anime, but I read all the manga when that was coming out.
When it was coming
which
out,
was
holy crap.
Yeah.
Came out like
that's the first.
2003.
Okay, maybe when it was being released in the fucking Weatherstones or whatever the fuck, the bookshop in town.
Do you mean like the black version? Like,
Yeah.
okay, that was in like 2011, 2014, I think.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I'm not sure when they start releasing that special edition, but yeah, I have the same ones. I also read those.
Imagine just reading Death Note at 5 years old.
They also did you see this? I'm not sure, but like they released like a Death Note volume, and it's like all of Death Note, the entirety of it in just one volume.
Wow.
Must be a thick fucking book, man.
And I'm like, it looks pretty fucking cool, but how the fuck are you gonna read that?
I don't think you read that. You should have that as a display piece.
I can barely read my like special edition Berserk ones.
To be fair, 90% of my books are display pieces. I bought The Art of War. I read like 2 pages and realised this is fucking complex.
I got the audiobook for that.
I thought it would make me seem, what's the word? Cultured, yeah, you know?
Yeah.
Like someone comes around, they see your bookshelf, and they're like, oh, that's a big book.
That's a book with a lot of words in it. He must be smart.
Exactly. That was the plan.
How's that been going?
You know, I just have a bunch of books that I can't read. Well, I mean, I can read them, I'm just not good at reading.
You can read them, you just don't know what that means. Like, yeah, that's a bunch of words.
Well, no, see, I don't know if you have this, right? So, like, I'll pick up a book, and I'll be, like, in a fucking hyper-concentrative state, and I'll read, like, 5 chapters.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, right, cool. And I'll put the book down, and I'll be like, right, cool, I'll read more of that after I've had a cup of tea. And then, like, 3 years pass.
Yep.
I'll go pick up the book again, and then I have to skip back. Like,
dude, it's the same
3
like
chapters.
JRPGs. Like when you play like a JRPG, you have to like quit in the middle of it for some reason. And you're like, time to pick this up. I have no idea what I'm doing. And you have to restart your 80-hour journey again.
Yeah. I refuse to read unless I know I have enough time to finish the book.
The thing with manga is it's so nice that a lot of times you can just pick it up and read it. Because like, I only read like brain dead romance or like stupid things. Like, this manga that I'm, like, hyper-fixated on right now that I just can't stop reading is literally just called My Wife Has No Emotion.
Well, the whole reason I got into manga in the first place is the same reason I got into well, okay, 2 reasons. It's the same reason I get into comic books. It's the same reason I read comic books and shit. It's like, pages with less words and more pictures are much more stimulating for my brain.
I know the feeling.
I get what's going on better if someone draws a picture, because I've got no fucking, well, not imagination, but it's very stunted.
I know what you're saying.
That's like one of the reasons that I find it hard to read a book. Like if I read I'll read like 2 paragraphs, and it will just hit me, and I'll be like, I have no idea what the fuck's I've just read.
You're just like, I read all these sentences perfectly. I just don't know what they mean.
Yeah, I reread almost every sentence.
I have to reread every sentence like 3 or 4 times because I'm like, I know what that word means and that words mean, but I don't know what they actually say together.
Yeah, and sometimes, like, if I'm reading a book that was written more than, like, 20 years old that has, like, longer words, I have to, like, have a dictionary on standby.
That's one thing I actually hate about books. It's like...
all the words.
I'm not dumb, right? I'd like to stress that.
I'm just saying that authors like to use bigger words to seem smarter and more educated and make the reader feel, I don't know. I like manga because it's like, it's simple. Like they use simple words, they use simple meanings, and usually when they do say something like that's really needs to be explained, they'll like literally just explain it 5 seconds later.
Yeah.
Like where another book still like they use like big ass words and you're like, I don't know what this means.
Yeah.
And then you're reading it and it's just another word for that.
There's a book that I've been reading periodically for approximately, what age am I now? Okay, 10 years.
My goodness.
And it was something Richard Dawkins, but he uses so many big fucking words that it's like, it takes me like a good hour to get through 5 pages, because I'm just like looking shit up. But again, I will stress, I'm not dumb, I'm just really fucking bad with vocab. I did pass English.
No, but nobody's saying you're dumb, you don't have to defend yourself, it just makes you look dumb.
Well,
You're dumb passing.
Dumb passing, yeah. What's the word? Disingenuous.
The problem I really have with a lot of things is like I'll get like really hyper focused on reading and I'll do nothing else but reading for days, and then I'll just get bored of it and not read for like 9 months.
This is my favourite part about this podcast. We go off on so many tangents. It's called Council of Weebs, not Council of Books. Like, you were halfway through talking about anime.
There's books, there's light novels, and there's manga. Those are also books. Well, technically, we're still on topic. We could have been. I've been talking about light novels because I was actually talking about Konosuba.
I have books.
I have not actually delved into the realm of light novels yet. However, I do intend to.
I have one book. I got what is it, Game Over, a new game? Where they made a movie from a while ago. Something game. I don't know.
Ender's Game?
No, not Ender's Game. It's where they go into VR and the Iron Giant's there, Tracer's there.
Ready Player One?
Yeah, that one. Ready Player One. That's the only book I have because my friend gave it to me for my birthday. Everything else is either a light novel, manga, or porn.
Interesting.
Pretty based.
We're getting an inside scoop into the mind of Thantius here. This is excellent.
That's just terrifying.
I've 150 light novels.
That's a fucking lot of books, man.
Yeah, I'm the same with manga.
I've read maybe 15 of them.
Do you also have a lot of shelf filler?
To be fair, though, it takes a lot longer to finish a light novel than it does a manga.
Also, 12 of them are in Japanese, which I can't read.
So they're just nice display pieces.
Yeah. I look at the art.
I mean, the light novel art is usually stunning.
Yeah.
Some of it is a bit sus, though.
Yeah, a little bit.
This reminds me of a book that I purchased. We discussed Lovecraft recently on one of these episodes for some level of time.
Yeah.
So, he has a collection of all of his stories in the Necronomicon. Now, I attempted to order the Necronomicon off Amazon. However, what was delivered is a Lovecraftian-themed cookbook called the Necronomnum.
Do you have this now?
Did you get the actual proper book after, though?
Yeah, I've got both now.
Dude,
I have a book that's just Lovecraftian-themed fucking recipes, Cthulhu noodles and shit.
Did you try any of them?
I can't cook.
Fair enough.
Or not well enough. I mean, there's outlined recipes. Perhaps
Lovecraft cooking stream when?
When does that happen?
See if you do a cooking stream at any point. I'll bring the book over, and we will cook a recipe from it.
Someone cool to try your cooking. Yes.
We'll do that the week after this podcast comes out.
Alright, now I've got a fun tangent. Now hearing this story, I actually have a fun tangent for this.
Ooh, let's go.
Items that you've ordered, but they delivered the wrong items to you. Has this happened more than just your Necro-Num-Num-Num?
Okay, so no, but I have impulses, especially when I'm drinking. So I'll wake up and realise that I've ordered stuff on Amazon, but I'll be like, no.
I didn't order this.
Well, no, I won't check what I've ordered, because I won't remember doing it, and I'll just get a message, an email in 2 days, and it's like, your order will be delivered today.
Okay, tell me, what's your dumbest impulse purchase doing that?
What's my dumbest impulse purchase?
Surely everything on the Amazon night.
Everything on the Amazon night, yeah, that was something. What did that consist of? A water fountain?
Okay.
A small water feature for my room.
Was it installed or is it just in a box?
No, I gave it to someone. Because I've given where?
That would have really pulled the room together.
Fair enough.
Yes, I suppose. What else? I got a bottle of bleach.
For
But
what
reason? I don't know. I think it's it's not bleach. It's like a very specific bleach for cleaning a dishwasher or something.
It's just I was trying to order the bleach box set and they just did bleach to me, and now I'm doing my washing.
Yeah, but pretty much. I got the dress. The dress was nice.
Does it look good on you?
It does. There's photographs. I will send them to you in DMs later if you remind me. They are somewhere on the internet, I'm sure. If anyone is dedicated enough to go find them.
They're all on my hard drive.
What about you, Hager? Any orders or any impulse orders or orders that you've done where they gave you the wrong thing or where you just regret buying them?
Well, the only things I can think of where I get the wrong thing is when I order food. It's every other time it's wrong.
Okay, but I don't think that counts.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I ordered... What did I order? I ordered... a Silent Voice box set.
Right.
It was on sale, so I was like, fuck it, I'll buy it. And it shows up, and I'm just like, this is a very thin package. This doesn't look like a box set. So I open it, and it's a yoga Bible.
Yeah, that's the wrong thing.
A yoga Bible.
Yes, so it's literally just a Bible, but you can do yoga. Like, they give you yoga exercises every verse.
This is interesting.
That's kind of funny,
right.
actually.
Here's a tangent from your tangent. Have you ever been given anything for free?
This depends. What are we talking about? Are we talking like tasters in the supermarket?
No. Like when you order
what counts as
something.
being given?
Yeah, what counts as giving for free? Because like at conventions, I always get a shit ton of free stuff because I just buy so much at one stand where they're like, "Oh, you buy so much. Here's a booby mouse pad."
Okay, right. That's fair. But I once ordered this sword,
Oh yeah.
and I don't know why, but I opened the box for the sword, and they had packed 2 swords.
Let's fucking go.
They both came to me, like, there was one that was like sellotaped onto the outside of the other box. It was like 2 boxes that were strapped together, right?
Yeah.
And the box that had my sword had my details and address and all that on it. The other sword didn't. So I don't know if it just gets strapped onto it in the warehouse or whatever.
This just seems like a little
sword.
accident. Sorry, happy little accident.
Yeah, hold on. I will show you it.
And now I've got to think, because I'm 100% sure I get a lot of free stuff. I have the exact same sword.
Do you? What's it from?
One Piece.
Okay, so I have the One Piece sword. That's something.
Damn, I don't have a
Dead
sword.
sick. You need to get the same sword so that we can start the I don't know, the rearmament of the weebs.
How much did it cost?
Mine cost me 50 euros.
Mine was free.
Lucky ass. But yeah, the thing is, I get a lot of free stuff if you think about that, because like, I know every single anime store in my town, and there's like
Right.
6 of them right now, and I don't work there, but all of them give me employee discount,
That's awesome.
purely because all of the workers there know me because I go there so much.
Yes, fair
don't
enough, I
have
guess.
such a privilege. God damn it.
And one of the stores is very nice to me. He's like, listen, if you ever need any custom figures that I don't sell, you let me know. I'm gonna order them from Japan for you.
Wow.
Dude, that's fucking dynamite.
You got the fucking connects.
So like, I really like Lucky Star, but good luck trying to find Lucky Star in any newer anime store because people don't know what Lucky Star is anymore.
Yeah.
So I was like, can you fix me any Lucky Star? And they're like, bet. I got a beautiful Konata figure, and I'm waiting for another one that he ordered for me. But it's gonna take a while.
Damn, man. This is awesome. I would love to get discounts at such things. I think usually when you go like conventions and shit, you get a lot of cheap stuff anyway.
Conventions, they mark up the price.
Nah.
They do, trust me. Everybody, because
Really?
again, I know all these stores. All these stores have stands. They're like 5 euros more expensive because you know how expensive it is to get a stand in some of these conventions.
I've always got stuff that I've been looking for that's like trying to order it online and pay delivery and shit. It's cheaper to just wait for a convention and go get it.
So I have insider information because I know it's people, but yeah, the biggest convention here, it costs like 1,700 euros just to get a spot for 2 days,
Oh.
and that's without electricity.
What?
If you want a socket, you're gonna have to pay like 250.
Dude, that's fucked.
Yeah, so
Just bring a battery.
that's what most people do. They bring it like a tiny generator, but that's when you're near outside. But they don't need it anyway. But some of them do. If you're like selling drinks and food, you need a socket. But yeah, it's really fucking expensive, and like all the stuff with all the trucks that they have to rent, it is really fucking expensive. So it's either mark up your price or just not make a fucking profit. Also, you have no idea how much gets stolen in conventions. The amount of net loss that they get just by stolen goods is insane. Because it is just easy to steal in conventions because they're just that busy.
Yeah. I mean, I've not been at a convention in fucking years, man. Like pre-COVID, and it wasn't a very big one. I mean, it was alright, but it was more comic booky theme. Well, not just comic book, like a lots of like sci-fi shit as well. I mean, oh fuck, right. So I must have been like very very small at the time.
A wee little boy, yes.
A wee little boy, yes. And I was looking for the bathroom. And there was what appeared to be a xenomorph statue that someone had left on like a trolley
Oh no.
outside the bathroom. And it like, obviously, dying for a piss. So I walked past this fucking statue, and it's not a fucking statue, it's a cunt in a costume. So he reaches out and fucking grabs me by the shoulders. I scream louder than I've ever screamed in my fucking life. It was honestly one of the most terrifying experiences.
And this is why you're traumatized for xenomorphs.
Yeah, man. I don't trust statues now. Any statue I don't trust. After this traumatizing event.
You have to even throw a rock at or poke it with a stick before you pass any statue.
Yeah, pretty much, man. Or I always give them like a wide berth. Like I'll go like mannequins as well. Can't go near mannequins because I don't know if they're going to be some guy in a fucking suit.
This sounds like some real trauma you need to work on.
Yeah, man. Probably, but that was holy shit. That was an event.
Okay, now another thing that I love about conventions is just, I don't know, like the community. But I feel like that's like getting less and less, because I'm pretty sure you know this. Pre-COVID, these fuckers walking around with like free hug signs.
Right. Well, that's pretty cool.
I mean, like it's cute and all, but it's kind of pick me in my opinion. I don't want to call anybody out, but it's like, I don't know.
I mean, it's peculiar. I've never seen it.
Oh, trust me, when I go to conventions, there's like 20 of them.
It's just folk with hug me signs.
Yeah, there's like free hug signs.
Huh.
I should just walk around with a $5 quality hug sign.
Yeah, see, no, that makes sense. You could turn that into a business.
Exactly. It's 2022, man. You can't do anything for free.
Yeah, man, you gotta capitalise on what you have. And if all you can offer is hugs, fucking...
I will offer the best hugs around, that's all I can say.
Yeah. You do look like a hugger. I'll give you that.
Oh, I am a hugger. Now, have you ever cosplayed?
Have I ever cosplayed? Okay. No. I mean, I've dressed up for Halloween before.
Okay.
I've dressed up as a woman, I guess. But that was... Well, not really for a bit. More because it was funny.
Did you enjoy it?
Oh, yeah. Like, skirts and dresses, very freeing.
I know.
Like,
I know they are. I used to babysit and I always had to play princess.
Awesome.
So I also really know how to walk in high heels.
Fair. I didn't go that far. I can barely walk normally without fucking falling into shit. I just have poor coordination. Reducing the fucking surface area of my foot seems like a very poor idea. But you hinted that you have cosplayed. I
have cosplayed, yeah.
As whom?
So my first cosplay, it was absolutely horrendous. I cosplayed as, I think it was 2016. Just when Overwatch came out, I cosplayed as Reaper.
Okay.
I made a shitty mask out of foam. To be fair, it looked pretty good for my first try doing like the foam craft shit. I had my friend who does fashion design make me a leather jacket that was too fucking hot to move in. Because like we used very stiff leather, so I couldn't move properly at all. Like I didn't have the boots, it was just literally me wearing my old emo clothes with a leather jacket and a mask.
Christ.
And yeah, I think after that I cosplayed. Have you ever watched The Devil is a Part-Timer?
Yes, very good show. We discussed this, I'm sure.
Yes. So Alciel, the blonde guy who stays home.
Yeah.
I cosplayed.
Okay.
And my best mate cosplayed Mao. So we
very cool.
So we'd walk around. He's walking around his like. So he walks around in his like McDonald's uniform because he bought a McDonald's uniform off somebody. He just wore that, puts a cape over it, puts horns on, and then I just put a wig. I just put a blonde wig on, wore like the outfit he usually wears, put a green apron on, and I walked around with a fucking soup spoon.
Very cool.
The funniest shit was we went to the convention and there's like 20 people that come up to us and they go like, "Oh my god, Devil's a Part-Timer, such an underrated show." I'm like, "You're the 20th person that said that. It doesn't seem this fucking underrated, does it now?"
Huh. I think I watched that the year it came out. I actually think I've got it on DVD, to be honest.
True weeb, you got DVDs of anime?
I have a massive fucking box of DVDs. From the top, Danmachi, Monster Musume, Prison School, Soul Eater.
My man, Monster Musume, my man.
To be like, as much as it is like ecchi and ridiculous, it's pretty fucking funny.
Dude, didn't we tell you, my number one girl's from that show?
Hold on. So.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
She's my number one and always will be.
That's fair.
I'm so sad that there's like no merch for her. You can like there's no figure. There's one figure for her, but it's a garage kit. So you either have to
shit.
buy it and paint it yourself, which I'm not doing because I can barely assemble Gundams. Or you can wait and the guy who makes them occasionally paints them and sells them painted.
That's kind of shit, man. I think I get the manga when that was originally coming out. Actually, that's one of the ones that I read, and I read like the first 6 books, and then realized there was like a fuck ton more coming out. And rather than spending all that money, I got the DVD. But I've got like, if you can name like a show from 2015 to 2017, I probably have it.
On DVD?
Yeah, or Blu-ray.
Okay.
I've got Angel Beats. I see that right now.
Oh, I love Angel Beats.
Fuck. K-On? Clannad? Never watched Clannad. I got both DVDs.
I have the fucking light novel on Steam.
Alright.
And I've tried playing it, but like light novels are so difficult to get into.
Yeah, it's like the reading and clicking.
I don't mind that. It's so much easier because like it's like take Persona. I think Persona is for me is like a breeze. I can play that shit like twice, 3 times in a row.
I think, like, in terms of, like, games, right? If I'm playing a casual game, I don't want to read.
I get that.
And if I'm playing a game that I want to interact with, it needs to have a lot of action. So, like, light novels are, like, fall in this
Visual
area,
novels.
bro. It's like... Visual novels, sorry, yeah. Like, there's a few that are really fucking good that I've enjoyed. But, like...
Same,
they
but
keep
they're all
up
plus
with, like,
18.
Well, fucking, what was the one? Doki Doki Literature Club.
That was an insane game.
But that was good because I had the psychological horror shit, so, like, you are involved in shit.
But then again, it's like, compared to like the Fate or Clannad, which takes like 200-300 hours if we can get every ending. Doki Doki only took like 7 max if you wanted all the endings.
Yeah, and this is ideal in terms of like the story. Actually, see when I played it, there was a thing on Steam that's like, oh, some limited edition merch. I was like, oh fuck, right, let's see what's going on. Somewhere here,
Monica body pillow.
No, there's only one waifu fit to be on a body pillow. It's not Monica.
It sounds like you want to fight.
Oh,
I'm the only one here that doesn't have a body pillow.
Oh?
we must get you in one.
Alright, I'm gonna get the funds together to order Hagar a body pillow with his waifu on it.
Oh,
Fantastic. We're accepting donations now. For Ewan's body pillow fund.
Please go to the GoFundMe page to get Hagar a body pillow. It's very serious. It's a
Yeah,
condition
see-
he can't live without, and you know, it's just, times these days are trialing, and you know, you can't let a man
Like-
live without his waifu.
Yeah, for a weeb, this is a serious thing. See all the GoFundMe stuff at the top that gets all the attention, people funding for like medical stuff. But not as important. You needs his body pillow.
Exactly.
true. Like,
Yeah.
what are the kids with cancer gonna do? They're gonna die soon anyway.
Right, that's whew,
What are they gonna use the money for?
damn. No, what was my point? Yeah, I got a vinyl. The record of the OST. And it's very cool.
Do you have a vinyl player?
I do, it's there.
Oh yeah, now I see it. Did you ever play it?
Yes, I've played most of these. I have. Japanese music. Do you enjoy?
It's the only music I listen to.
What?
Okay, that's not true. Occasionally I also listen to K-pop.
I like K-pop. So I have these.
Oh my god.
This is not. This is Pink Floyd. I know. Well, point stands. I have every Bandmade album, which is like awesome
Very
J-rock.
based.
There's a. If you've not listened to Bandmade, go fucking listen.
I was looking at the poster earlier, actually.
Yeah, they are fucking sick, man.
Speaking of Japanese music, Baby Metal's getting back together for another tour.
Baby
Holy
Mel
shit.
is opening for Sabaton, and I am seeing them both at once.
Oh, you lucky bastard.
Yeah, I Like, it was originally going to be The Who, which is a Mongolian band, also very good. But then, like, they dropped out. And the next fucking announcement was, oh, Baby Metal is going to open for them. And, like, I had 2 or 3 of my mates who were like, who the fuck is Baby Metal? And I'm just sitting there fucking spurging out, like, this is fucking awesome.
Dude, I was gonna. So the thing is, right before COVID happened, we have a big festival here. It's called Grass Pop, and it's a metal and hard rock festival where there's only metal bands, hard rock bands, and you just rock out for like 5 days.
Sounds pretty cool.
And
This is very cool.
yeah, it's lovely. I fucking love it. And like they have a tattoo shop on it, and like just everything, like anything that's like metal, they have it.
See, this is... See, in terms of, like, tattoos, right? It's very hard to get them impromptu.
Yeah.
Especially now after COVID, but like 90% of the time when I want a tattoo, it's like spur of the moment.
I've been wanting
So, like,
that
having-
for years. The problem is, I'm not sure if it's what you guys, but in a lot of European countries, they banned color.
Alright.
And the thing is, like, I want to get a Joestar birthmark, but you can't get a Joestar birthmark unless it's like purple or pink. Come on, I'm not getting it in black.
Yeah.
Like, it has to be pink or purple, at least.
Just
That's kinda weird.
Go somewhere better to get it.
Wait, why did they ban colour?
Because they said, like, yeah, the color can give you cancer. And I'm like, I'm getting a tattoo. I'm signing up for skin cancer.
Yeah, I suppose.
Not that exactly,
Like,
but
the-
like,
like,
I don't
fucking-
know. What is it? I
this
think
is-
it was
this is-
blue and red. Green and red had very high chemicals for giving cancer, apparently.
The thing is, like, you go to Europe, right? And, like, right, so Britain, we can get colour. But, like,
There's a couple places that do it now because they banned all of the older color, but there's been new colors that are already out on the market. But a lot of tattoo
Right.
parlors are just not getting them because they're really fucking expensive compared to the older colors.
well, I've got a man who has, like, an entire arm sleeve that's just coloured. Like, I don't...
To maintain though.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I think I just go for fucking standard black shit.
It's like I only want my
Shading,
the
shading.
Joestar- yes,
I don't mind shading.
but like I really only want a Joestar birthmark to be in color, and then I want a One Piece tattoo and a Berserk tattoo.
I think I have...
I'm being a basic bitch, I know.
Well, I have a folder of, like, many. So... In typical, seeing as this is the Council of Weebs, the anime-based ones that I want are...
All of them.
All of them, yeah. No, so... Ryuko's Scissor Blade. That is a must-have.
So many comedic places you could put that.
Rawr.
Yeah, you could... No, not making that joke.
You don't have to make the joke. We're already thinking of it.
Oh, the Soul Eater. See the sun and the moon.
The soul.
No, yeah, no, but you know the moon with the blood leaking out its mouth. That's going on my shoulder blade.
You know what? I'm also getting a soul. I had a plan for soul. I was literally gonna. You know how like when they take a soul out, like the soul is actually physical.
Yeah.
I was literally gonna tattoo that in the middle of my chest.
That's pretty cool. I like that. And then I've got a couple of, like, kind of chibi waifu drawings that someone drew me many years ago, which I still think are really fucking cool. So I'll probably get one of those at some stage. But that's like it for the anime ones, unless I see a show and I'm like, that's really fucking cool. Like,
I just don't know. I haven't gotten a tattoo yet, and I don't know what that does to my skin because I've got really sensitive skin.
right, so, best advice: go to a tattoo shop and ask them to jab you 3 or 4 times and just put like a wee tiny fucking thing on your wrist.
Yeah.
And then give that like 2 weeks, and if it doesn't flare up, you're fine.
Okay, because like I've been dying to get a tattoo, and I only want to start. That's why I'm getting the Joestar birthmark because I think it's small, it's a bit inconspicuous, and if you don't know what it is, you'll be like, oh, dope, that's a sick ass star.
Fair.
So it's like I'd like to try to get a Joestar birthmark, but the problem
Okay,
is the only shop that I have near me that does color is 2 hours away.
You're not gonna get a nice tramp stamp?
Yeah, of course. I'm gonna put slut at the back on the bottom of my back.
Fantastic.
I'm gonna put hello on my asshole, and my asshole being the O.
Right, that's interesting.
You did that with welcome.
Well, no, it's not an entrance. It's not an entrance. That's an exit.
Goodbye. I think no, that like I've seen some pretty fucking horrendous tattoos. You seen the one that's the guy's belly button?
No. Wait. Maybe I have. I'm not sure which one we're talking about because I've seen a lot of fucked up,
He
crazy
tattooed like an anime lassie on his chest, or on his stomach,
Okay.
and the belly button is her arsehole.
No. No.
I'm not kidding, man. It's fucked.
No.
That's based.
It's got to be one of the most horrendous tattoos I've ever seen.
Alright. So boys, actually, I've got a question for you now. Since you guys are the Council of Weebs, have any of you ever heard the phrase of like, don't buy anything, don't get a tattoo for it, you're gonna grow out of it?
What's that got to do with being a weeb?
Well, to be fair, I've heard a bunch of weebs, and like their parents, they will like shame them and tell them, don't buy any merch, don't do anything, because like you're gonna grow out of it.
I mean, so
You grow out of anything you buy, really.
Well, not like
Well,
that,
when I-
dumbass.
when I-
Smart ass.
when
Just
I-
smart. You know what I mean?
when I-
Like, my parents were like, oh, stop buying these stupid Pokemon cards. You're not going to like them in 10 years. And then, so the thing is, I was used to be really into Pokemon cards at the age of like 6. And I collected them until I was 12. And then every time I asked for Pokemon cards, my parents would be like, stop, we're not buying you any of those stupid cards anymore. Like, you're going to outgrow them anyway, so we're gonna sell them. So they forced me to sell all my Pokemon cards.
that's fucked.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever bought something intending to still like it in 10 years.
And it's like they made me sell it, and like now that I got a job and I have adult money, the amount of Pokemon cards in my apartment is crazy. Like if you go to my bar, I have a bar by the way. There's cards on it. Go to my bedroom, I'm pretty sure there's cards somewhere on my bed.
No, see, I never had this experience because, right, so I come from a family of, I guess you could say collectors. Where it's like anything collectible has value, so you hold on to that shit forever.
Same.
And I get like Pokemon cards, Doctor Who cards.
Doctor Who?
Yeah, we had Doctor Who cards, and then someone stole all mine, and I'm still fucking angry, and that's been fucking...
I feel you, man. A lot of my Pokemon cards got stolen when I
15 years?
was 9.
But no, I collect. Well, I've got my vinyls. I collect Zippos.
Are you
lighters.
also just a massive collector then?
Yeah, I've got like hundreds of fucking lighters.
So you're a
In
hoarder.
fact, hold on. No, like this kind of lighter.
Yeah, Zippos, but I'm just saying you're a hoarder, it's just like me.
Kind of. I
We
guess.
just collect stuff. I collect manga, I collect figures, I collect cards, especially Weichwars.
I have some way Schwartz. Like, okay, I'd say like I wouldn't say hoarder because that gets into the territory if it's a detriment to your
Okay,
health.
yes, it's not, but it's like calling people an alcoholic who drink once a week. And it's meant in good fun.
No, I've worked very hard to gain my title of alcoholic. I don't want it to be given to some guy that only has one beer a week, okay?
Actually, my bad. I didn't mean to disrespect you like that.
Thank you.
That's my bad. I will take more consideration into that. That won't happen again.
Oh, I have, so in terms of collections, I have a couple of Nendoroids.
Oh my god, Nendroids. I could never get into Nendroids.
This is the only good one that I have. Well, sorry, the best one that I have.
Let's fucking go!
Yoko, man. So this card looks...
You're gonna have to put a picture up now for the podcast. They're just gonna be looking at it confused.
Well, see, you know there's three of us, there's going to be like a corner at the bottom, and this time I will actually help with supplying photographs, I promise. Because this is going to be the second... Is this episode 1? Or
This
do
is
we have an
technically the
episode 1?
4th episode.
Right, but like in terms of numbers.
In terms of numbers, we're not numbering them, we're just giving them names.
Right,
I
okay.
think that's a better... It's gonna be confusing, though, but yeah.
Because we went episode 0, then bonus episode.
Yeah, we had with the episode 0 bonus episode, then just an absolute shit show of a third episode.
Yeah, I saw that. No,
What?
but yeah.
Whatever. Well, we will put photographs of stuff this time. But no,
Yeah.
I got that for like £70, like when the show was airing.
I have such a problem with Androids because I think they're just so expensive for what they are.
See if you can get them cheap.
You can't though. Have you seen the prices of them?
Well, okay, yeah. But
Listen,
like,
I
see
am
if you
a
can-
massive HoloLive simp, yes? I will simp
Yeah.
for all these fucking VTubers, which we will get into later. Talk about VTubers later.
Wait, VTubers. What's your? So you're a HoloLive fan.
Massive HoloLive fan, yes.
What about VShojo?
I also love Shoujo.
Fair enough.
Dude, I also love Niji Sanji. I love all the
Excellent.
VTubers.
Don't you have time for so many YouTubers?
Dude,
Yeah,
literally, I have a T-Baby back here, yeah? If I'm like doing chores, or I'm not like intensively playing anything, I have archives of my favorite VTubers on in the back. Just to listen to them.
Incredibly based.
See, if I play anything on my TV, I'll just sit on the couch instead of doing anything.
That's the point. How am I? I'm trying to look at my waifus, dude.
It means I just won't get any chores done for like days.
Have you seen the very cringe clip of it was the Morbius fucking talk show thing where they had
With Laplace. No, not Laplace. I think it was Fubuki, right?
Fubuki and Jared Leto.
Did you see the
And
fucking
he
one
just
with
did not
Laplace?
know what was going on. He's like, what the fuck am I talking to?
As well as like thingy, Batman did it, but like Laplace interviewed Batman.
Oh, really?
Dude, it's so funny because you're sitting there like, I like your outfit, and they're like, of course, like they're all like super hyped to talk, and they're just like sitting there like so confused. They're like, why
No,
the
it
fuck
wasn't
am I talking
Batman, it
to
was-
a little anime girl? No,
it
there's
was Morbius,
multiple.
man, it was-
Yeah,
Is
Morbius.
there?
Yeah, Laplace.
Holy
You know Laplace,
shit.
right?
Yeah.
Laplace, yeah. So she interviewed Batman, and
Right.
Fubuki interviewed the guy from Morbius.
Jared Leto. It was like, okay, so a couple of points. One, he was caught very off guard with that.
He
which
was. I
respect.
fucking.
But
I thought it
also,
was hilarious.
also number two, right? It got very awkward, but like he's supposed to be an actor, right?
I know, dude. He was
make
like saying like,
something of
"Oh,
it."
your body is so toned and you look so strong. Do you go to the gym?" Shit, like
Yeah, and
saying
he's like,
shit
yeah,
like
you look like you go to the gym too. To the small, frail anime woman.
to the
Like, no,
small
no.
anime fox. Yes, it was fucking
Oh.
hilarious. I love that interview as well as Laplace.
I get like, see, right. So I have a very low tolerance for cringe. I had to pause it like halfway through and just go fucking for a cigarette. I'm like, no. That's too much cringe.
I show all my friends that when I tell so a lot of my friends that don't understand HoloLive or streamers in general, and when I show them that clip, I'm like, look, they made it mainstream and even they cringe.
Yeah.
But since we're on the topic of HoloLive, can I ask you guys who your favorites is?
What favorite VTuber?
Yes.
Oh shit.
I'm putting you on the spot right now. Hands up. Tell me right now. No thinking. Who's the first one that popped into your mind when I said who's your favorite?
Who's the whale?
Which one? There's like multiple.
There's a lot of weird YouTubers.
Ah shit.
Are we talking like the HoloLive whale? Or are we talking like Shy Lily?
Shy Lily. Yes, this is the correct one.
Dude, I fucking love Lily. I didn't know
Lily's
this, but she's
fine.
Dutch. I didn't fucking know this, but she's Dutch.
It's pretty cool.
But
She's Dutch.
you said but she's Dutch. Do you have a rivalry between Belgium and
Yes, we do actually.
Dutch?
We do actually, yeah, because they have legal weed, we don't.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
How
you
do
usually
we-
go over.
Dude, it's such it's quick tension here. But when COVID happened, yeah, Belgium closed their pubs way earlier, but the Netherlands didn't, which is very awkward because the border between Belgium and the Netherlands is just a line of bricks, and this line of bricks runs through half the pubs on that border. So half the pub is Dutch and the other half is Belgium.
Right.
So the pubs that had a Dutch license were still open. So everyone just go to the border and only enter through the Belgian border.
That's fucking hilarious.
It's still legal then, because you're in a Dutch pub. Fucking hilarious.
We had some good pubs that actually fucking permanently shut because of COVID, which is annoying.
Yeah. But before we get off two tangents too much here, we have to hear Hager's favorite VTuber.
Oh yeah,
Callie.
good point. Huh?
Callie.
Kelly. Oh hell yeah.
Fair enough.
I love her music so much. She's so
I-
talented. Actually, in music is crazy.
Yeah.
I think, see when Spotify does their thing this year and it's like your most listened to songs, she will be up there. Like number one, I fucking guarantee it. Because I think I spent like at least 3 months of this year waking up to Mera Mera.
I think she was like number 2 and 3 for me last year.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's crazy high.
Last year for me, number one was Blackpink, but back on the K-pop angle. And then because all that shit. Okay, so a couple of my mates, I didn't realize my Spotify done this. It told everyone what I was listening to at any one point. So folk could fucking message me randomly like, "Why do you listen to this?" I'm like, "How the fuck do you know I listen to this?"
It's even on Discord half the time. Like, it shows like listening to this
Yeah.
song.
Oh shit! Really?
It shows on Discord.
Yeah.
If you're like listening to music on Discord, it shows it's listening to this song. It even shows you what time you are in the song.
God. Okay.
But yes, to finish the last VTuber tangent, my favorite one is Lami. I'm not sure if you guys know her. She's the blue-haired girl from Generation 5. She's the ice elf, and the reason I like her so much is because she's a fellow alcoholic.
Pog.
Alcohol is awesome.
Dude, she's such an alcoholic. I fucking love it. She's so funny when she drinks. And she has such a like calming voice to listen to. I love her.
I think like there is a lot to be said about a voice. Like unfortunately, I sound like a man who has been punched in the throat. But
Don't lie. Come on, you sound a lot sexier than that.
really,
But I have like, so I'm really into watchbars collecting. Oops. And I have like bought 10 Generation 5 decks for my small chance to get a signed Lamy card.
fair.
So I spent $200 buying decks. So I have 10 of these. I don't know what to do with them.
Send me some. I collect them.
Sure, you can have one. I don't mind. But yeah,
Yeah.
actually, the good thing is that I do actually have a few signed cards from HoloLive. I have like three signed and one hot stamped promo card from Kelly.
Dude, keep all that shit, man. You should sell them. Like you should get them all the signed cards, frame them.
They're all in like proper top loaders. They're all out of the sun. They're all like put away safely. The thing is, these HoloLive cards, yeah. A booster box used to cost €60. Booster boxes now cost 130.
Mate, they were nowhere near that expensive when I got my couple of decks.
And no, the decks. These are booster boxes.
How much does a deck go for?
For me, a deck is $20.
Right, okay, that seems a bit more normal.
No, 20 is the usual. So the thing is, when they just start, it's like 16. But all the HoloLive decks have climbed up to 40.
Alright.
Wow.
Well, because they want the
why-
sign cards, because all the sign cards have jumped up. So I pulled
Gotta start investing in this.
Kanata, the angel, like little angel with gorilla strength.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I pulled her sign card, and when I pulled it, it was worth like $60. Now it's almost like at 130.
See, this is right. It's fucked. See, obviously that's one example. See things like that where there's like a limited number that are produced or released at any time, and then the economy for collecting is very circular. Like you could probably put in one room everyone who's that interested in collecting them. Not a small room, a large room.
Probably.
And I like there's a few things that I collect that have the same fucking thing where it's a case of there's X amount of this, and then if you get like you just spend a year saving up and getting like 5 or 6 of that very specific card or vinyl is another example, then the price fucking shoots up because there's less on the market. Then you sell like 4 of them, make all your money back plus a bit, and you still have one to keep. Circular economies are very confusing.
You want to hear one funny thing before while I end this HoloLive thing? So there's one card of Okayu, the cat girl VTuber, yeah?
Yeah?
That's worth a lot. You know why?
Uh,
Her feet showing it.
Christ. That upsets me.
Standard.
It's literally like a common card as well, and it's like $6. I have like 9 of them. I have 9 of them because of the amount of booster boxes that I bought.
Christ.
Well, that's profit.
It's a lot of profit, yes.
generosity.
So next is, do you guys have like a list of like topics you want to go off to, or is it just like tangent until you think of the next tangent?
It's kind of tangent based. I don't know if you keep one. I have like a list of topics for like if the conversation gets slow, and then I'll just throw something in. However, like, okay, the last episode me and you recorded, I got through my topics in about 10 minutes because we were too sober when we started, and then we just went off on one very long tangent that was very not great. But you're here, so you have a level of like a grounding effect.
You can do all the work for us.
I fucking will. Have you seen my streams?
Yeah.
I know you
All of
will.
them.
Exactly.
Yeah. So like I think on my list that I had today was obviously anime. I did have manga, but we got there naturally. I also had games.
Games? I mean, we technically talked about visual novels for a second, but we can go into games.
Well, no, we did. We talked about visual novels. We didn't talk extensively about games. And
Played some Hearts of
obviously
Iron
this.
yesterday.
Okay, then let's start off. What have you
Well,
guys? What have you guys been playing?
Okay, so we've been playing a shit ton of Hearts of Iron. We tried we tried one the other day where he went as Norway,
Yeah.
and I went as Britain, and we tried to go fascist and join Germany. Which did not work because I
We
kept
both lost our civil wars.
and I kept crashing the game and forgetting to save, so that fucked. And then we done it yesterday for many more hours, and I went as Russia, he went as Japan.
It's like a
Then we went
real-time
to all of
strategy game,
China.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could never get into them. I tried so hard getting into them, but it's so hard to get into.
Doing them single player is much harder to get into than multiplayer, because when you do
Yeah.
it multiplayer, it's so much like you can take
We
the
can
piss a
work
lot
together
more.
and stuff.
Like him as Japan, he could have never taken over China.
I just don't think I have like the brain capacity to play real-time strategy games.
I
mean,
played 120 hours and I have no idea how to play.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
I-
saying.
I've
It's
given
still
many
fun.
hundreds of hours and I still don't know how naval combat works. But all I know for a fact is that when me and Yoon started losing a war yesterday, I fucked the save file and gave us like 200 units of like ultra powered tanks.
Give me 100 million manpower to take over China with.
Yeah. See, like, I think the issue with like a lot of like games like that is folk take them really fucking seriously. They're like, we're not gonna
Yeah.
cheat. We're gonna be fun. We're gonna play it properly and all this shit. And I was like, no.
I'm kind of like that as well, because like
See, I can be right. I can play games like that.
I really
However-
only have that in MMOs because I have so many friends who play like on like private servers. I'm like, what's the point of playing on a fucking private server?
Yeah.
Well, okay, MMOs are different. Real-time strategies, it's more... Okay, like, short real-time strategies, like Company Heroes or something, you play that properly, because it's more fun, and you can do a bit of co-op, and there's less fucking things to compete with, but in, like, Hearts of Iron, especially when you set it to, like, non-AI focused, you have no idea what's going to happen. And
Next
it
one
gets
is
to
3
a
civil
point...
wars.
Spain became 5 different Spains.
There was 6 Spains and 2 Portugals.
Yeah, so you had the anarchist
To be
colony
fair,
in
the
Spain,
sports Portugal one
nationalist
sounds a bit
Spain.
accurate.
It was fucking wild, man. And then France went to war with itself and became communist. Germany
became
went to war with
democratic
itself
before-
and became democratic before
before
the
World
war
War
even
II.
started.
Okay, lovely. Anything
Yeah.
else that you guys have been playing? If you guys, I mean, Overwatch 2 just released. Have you guys played Overwatch 2?
No.
I've never played Overwatch.
You've never played Overwatch.
No.
Oh my goodness.
I might at some point.
I played years ago. It was okay.
I played on release, man. Fuck, I love Overwatch so much. I don't.
Well-
I have such. The thing is, I used to love Overwatch and everything Blizzard did, but the last couple years, I don't want to support Blizzard in any way. But I just.
Blizzard have kind of fucked it, man.
They did, and
Yeah.
the thing is, but the problem is, I just love Overwatch so much.
Is anyone else as excited for Modern Warfare 2? I mean, I know it released like yesterday, but
Not at all.
I'm kind of, but not. Like, I'm not gonna buy it yet. I'm gonna like wait till I have.
I won't be
more
excited.
disposable income.
I'm not going to be excited until there's a Black Ops 2 remake.
Fair. I don't know.
I'll probably never be excited about COD.
I'm curious to see what the multiplayer's like, but that's like I've got a lot of mates that play that shit. I have been playing an absolute fuck ton, and when I say fuck ton, I mean it like ridiculous levels of Final Fantasy 14.
Oh no, please don't get me started again. Oh my god.
Yeah, I've been playing many hours every day.
What server are you on?
Genova 1.
Ah shit, so we're not Simpsons. But dude, I used to play when like literally me and my mates were like we need an MMO to play, guys, because like me and a lot of my friends we only play League.
Right.
I hate League. I still play it every day though. But so that's what every League player says.
Yeah.
Yep.
So like we're like there's a free trial. What was it? No, the Steam summer sales happened. Not summer, but like the sales happened. And Final Fantasy 14 was on sale. So we bought like the base version, and we played it for like 20 hours. I'm like, this is too slow, but I'm actually really enjoying myself. And then on the website itself, the collector's edition came on sale for like $20 with like 2 months of subscription. So I bought that and then restarted.
Right.
And I had so much fucking fun, and I just kept playing and playing and playing. And before I knew it, my character had like 400 hours on it, and I'm like, I finished like the main, and then I think like 2 or 3 months in, the random like explosion of Final Fantasy 14 happened. While I used to wait like 4 minutes to get into the game, I had to wait for 2.5 hours to get into the game.
Yeah, see, I don't have that because the server I play on is American, and I always start when they're still working.
I play on the European servers, yeah. And like fuck, I was so upset because like what used to be like a queue of 100 people max on like peak hours turned into a queue of 2,000 plus players for an hour.
Yeah, it got ridiculous. I don't have trouble getting into servers, but like see, so all my classes are I've got one tank, but I'm trying to max out all of the DPS purely because that's the only fucking way that I'm good at playing. Like
I literally only play tank.
I
I only play tank and healer, literally.
nah, see, I started off as a bard, a little archer, then bard, and then no, see,
Hagar,
I was
are you
happy
feeling
with-
left out? Have you not played Final Fantasy 14?
No.
Well, you should, because there's a free trial up until level 16 in the first expansion, Heaven's Ward.
Heaven's Sword, very good.
I downloaded it a month ago. I haven't played it yet though.
Dude, get on that shit. Get on that shit.
I'll play it with you at some point. But no, I think I get big into Bard because weaving I very much enjoy in terms of like an MMO.
So my
Too
main
much to
class,
focus on.
I started playing as I don't remember the first gladiator. Fuck, I maxed my paladin instantly. I don't even know how. I just did my daily dungeons every day with my mates because we just had so much fun doing daily dungeons.
Right.
So I play paladin, white mage, dark knight, red mage.
See, I do have a red mage.
I love red mage. I love just like weaving like the free attack in there.
Red mage is good, but the only
Terrible at the game, by the way. So anybody who's listening is really good at the game. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you should try it. Anyone who hasn't. No, red mage is dope, but see, obviously, because you're mixing the two magics, that confuses me quite often. The
It's not that I enjoy.
it's not bad. It's not bad. It's really easy to get used to.
I just enjoy
See-
the like every time you cast a spell, you get a free spell. So it's like so
Yeah.
good for resurrecting like the newer tanks who don't know what they're doing, or like a newer healer who's not hitting the tank properly.
I'm happy playing red mage, but only if I've been on the class for like maybe a day or two.
Have you
'cause,
done any of the deep
I-
dungeons?
Well, I jump between classes a lot, so
Don't I literally only play paladin.
yeah. See, this
Paladin
is my
and paladin
thing
and
is, like,
white mage if I need to heal occasionally.
So I either play usually Bard, Machinist, or Summoner. So see, trying to jump from that to a red mage and then not spending like an hour on the training dummy, getting back used to it.
Fair though, if you like put your main, you can use macros to put your main combo on one button.
I could.
Because like the thing is, you have like one combo, so you have like one attack, and then attack that combos into it, and then your third attack that combos into it. Like your main
I
rotation.
think, no, the thing is with red mage, sometimes your second doesn't unlock straight away and you have to switch back to black magic or white magic.
Fair enough. Well, red mage.
So the macro, you couldn't put an in-depth macro for that.
Let's get Hagar back in the conversation. Hagar, what have you been?
You get him in the conversation, I will pee. Be right back.
Let's go. Me and Hagar will have a nice little chat here. What have you been playing, Hagar? Besides.
So, I'm a very unique form of gamer and weeb that I don't play games and I don't watch anime.
Oh yeah, you're one of those rare ones. Yeah, you're like an
Yeah.
SFR version of Weebs.
I wake up, kind of exist for 10 hours, and go to bed.
We need to talk about gacha later. Have you done any gacha?
Does roulette count?
No, I'm talking about like anime gacha games.
I mean, not really.
Have you played Genshin?
Fuck no.
Are you one of those people that absolutely despises Genshin?
Yeah, it's fucking awful.
How is it off? I think it's a pretty good game. I just don't like the people playing it.
I played like 3 hours of it or something when it first came out and got bored.
I played a shit ton of it. Like I have a bunch of fucking 5 stars because I spent too much money on it the first time I started playing it.
You see, like I was kind of excited for it at the start because like I'd never played any gacha before. Then I saw how fucking expensive it was, and didn't even attempt it.
So you've never played like Fate Go, Arc Knights, Azure Lane?
No,
Never.
like the closest I've done is like CS:GO. I used to open a lot of cases. That's not really the same.
Okay, yes.
But I was expecting it to be a similar price, not.
I
10
can't even
times
take
as
that
much.
here. It's illegal here.
Just VPN.
Even then, I'm allowed to have keys and I'm allowed to have crates. I'm just not allowed to open crates. It's
Yeah,
terrible.
weird.
It's terrible. Like I remember. I'm not sure if you ever played Rocket League.
Played it up a little bit. Wasn't a fan of that either.
I used to play a lot of Rocket League for a while, and me and my mate we really got into opening these cases because you got a lot of cases. And to be fair, the keys were cheap. They were like what, less than €2.
Yeah.
So I'd like load up. I'd be like, I get 20 keys, and we'd open like 20 cases together. I think it was a great crack. And like out of nowhere, they're like, we're changing the system. You're not allowed to see the roulette anymore. We're just gonna give you whatever you get. And then they change it to like, oh, now you get no roulette at all, and we're gonna give you blueprints and crafting materials to make the blueprints so you know what you're getting. I'm like,
Yeah, just gets rid of all the fun.
See, I had to stop all forms of gacha gaming purely because, like, so I have a severe enjoyment for gambling.
gambling addiction. Yeah.
We should go to
No, gambling enjoyment.
To be fair, I did the same. I spent about like €600 when I was still in school.
I spent £10,000 on CS:GO
Oh my goodness! I thought I was.
while in school.
I thought I was terrible spending $600 on crates and
Yeah, but
insane Rocket League.
you earned a lot of money in school, to be fair.
Me?
Not that much.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you I believe you had quite the side job.
I did.
Yeah,
I've been working as well. So, what did Hager do? Now you're piquing my interest.
You
I kicked
kind of
like
ran his
200 a
own
week.
shop.
What's Hager
Yeah, it was-
doing here?
I was the school sweet shop.
Oh,
Yeah.
Were you illegally distributing sweets at school?
Yeah, with employees in
Actually,
multiple year groups.
Yeah,
actually.
it's very funny.
Well, wait. I have to
Yeah.
hear this story. Wait. I have to hear this story. Tell me, please. So, how did this start?
Well, I wasn't the first to do it. I also wasn't the second to do it.
You took over a business, in other words.
So the first person, came up with the genius idea never been thought of before.
Mm-hmm.
Then they got fucked over because all their money was thrown around and stolen.
By school or their employees?
It was like at lunchtime in school. They were doing a sale. They had a little box of the money, and it was just hit out their hands, and everyone scrambled for the money.
Yeah.
Then another person took it up, and by coincidence, I got put in like a lunchtime detention with them and like 10 other people.
Okay.
And I then copied their business, and at every lunchtime I just took their bag of sweets. So they had no more product and were gone pretty quickly.
So you'd be stealing.
Yes.
No, it's called a hostile takeover.
Yes.
It's business. It's business. What can we say?
And then for the next 4.5 years, I was the kingpin.
So I'd be like, yo, Hager, you got the good shit. And under the table, you'd hand me a Reese's cup.
Basically, it was mostly like the
Whams.
the 100-gram dairy milks, 5 packs of chewing gum, cans of juice.
I'd like you'd hand me an Iron Brew under the table.
Yeah.
Okay. How were your prices compared to the others? More expensive, better?
And impeccable prices. 5 packs chewing gum for £1.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
it was actually very good pricing.
A can of pretty much any juice for 50p. Red Bull for £1.
Oh my goodness.
Bars of chocolate £1.
You were actually making bank.
Yeah.
So wait, you just got your product by stealing?
No, he bought it from the shops, but he hid the other cunt's product until he went out of business.
Ah, so you just made sure there was no competition left?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
hid his shit and then sold his own stuff.
Okay.
And then, like, it got to the point where by, like, 4th year, there were some teachers buying stuff from me.
I would have thought, like, they'd be like, Haggard, you gotta close up shop, this is not allowed, you can't do this. They'd be like, yeah, I'll take a pack of chewing gum, Red Bull, and dairy milk.
I know, he was like sliding bribes to the fucking principal and all sorts, man. It was pretty cool.
I like, in English class, one of the, like, support teachers bought a 400-gram bar of dairy milk off me for a
Oh my
fiver.
goodness. So wait, you're telling, so did you have, like, an extra backpack with you at all time with a bunch of sweets and drinks in them? In case somebody came up to you, or did you have, like, a locker?
Backpack with no fucking...
Or did you just not bring any books with you and you're just like, fuck it, I'm just bringing snacks and drinks with me?
I only brought what I needed for each class, as well as then just a bunch of product.
So people be looking at you, what's that guy's backpack so heavy? You don't know who that is? That's Hager. And you'd be like, what does he do? You need anything, you go to him.
I didn't know the names of 90% of people who bought things from me.
I mean, isn't that normal? If you're selling to an entire fucking school, of course you wouldn't.
Well, I was pretty much only selling to, like, my year and some teachers.
But how much were you making off this, like, a week?
At peak, like, 200.
That's insane. For pretty much just pretty much hogging the heavy backpack to school.
Yeah. Well, I would go to Morrison's, Whole Foods, and Sainsbury's on the way to school.
This man never had a university communist phase. He went straight into being an ANCAP at 12 years old.
What about
Skip the cringe straight to based.
Exactly. I mean, money is money. And
Yeah.
you used all of your profit on CSGO cases, is what you're telling me.
No.
Yes.
Wait, there's a fun question. What's the most money everyone's lost in one night? Or, oh, sorry, on one bet.
Bet? I don't bet.
What?
I bet, literally, I don't gamble, like proper gamble. I only gamble once a year on the horse races with my dad. And
Alright,
for
I
no
gamble on the
joke,
ponies.
for no joke, I've won 12 years in a row.
No shit, that's fucking awesome.
I put £600 in green.
Okay, so I won't say
Wait, sorry, when? On green?
Yeah.
Excuse me?
And you lost?
Yep.
See, I put 500 on red and won, and that's the biggest bet I ever made.
See, this was just after winning 50 on green.
See, that was
Okay.
foolish, because surely it would not show up twice.
Oh, but it often
But
did.
that's exactly what they want you to think.
You put on green, you win the green, you go for the double. You don't hit the double, you go for an after party. Don't hit that, you cash out.
I literally don't. As I said, I only gamble once on the Grand Nationals horse races, and when I say I haven't lost in 12 years, it's because me, my dad, my brother, and my stepmom, we all bet together, and we're like, all right, who wins this year gets everything.
Okay. I think I decided to, like, so for many years I refused to allow myself an online gambling account because I knew that was a
same.
very...
I'm addicted to loot boxes. I know it's a terrible fucking idea for me to do it. I'm not doing it.
So I yeah, that was my opinion up until yesterday.
Okay.
I made an online poker account.
Oh.
That was the fastest £100 I ever lost.
Wait,
I don't think I'll be doing that again.
can we count Y shorts and Pokemon cards as gambling?
Absolutely.
Alright, if that's the
Yeah,
case,
kind of.
if that's the case, let's go 500 euros.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
To be fair though, I did pull like 800 euros worth of cards. So I'm taking the win, but I don't sell my cards. I like looking at them.
Ewan, do you still keep your like permanent tracker of like gambling winnings versus losses?
What, you have like tracker that just shows you how much money you've lost?
I
one.
do keep that, but it's only for the casino.
Right.
I don't count anything online.
Can I go for a quick tangent here? Because I live in Belgium and gambling is illegal here, except for if it's in a casino, which really pisses me off.
Dude, this is wild because I went to Stockholm and I don't think that's very far from Belgium. And they
That's
have blackjack
really
in
far.
all the pubs. Is
No,
it?
listen, that's the thing. So, in Belgium, loot boxes, loot box systems, all that type of shit is illegal here. So
Okay.
like, I can't play 90% of the gacha games in this country without a VPN.
That's fucking wild. Wait, can you do CS:GO boxes?
No, I can have crates and I can sell crates, but they won't allow me to buy keys.
See, this would be a great time to transition into a VPN sponsor.
By the way, this is sponsored by no.
That's great because this podcast is brought to you by nothing yet, but this is all your VPN companies. This is why you need to get in touch.
NordVPN, you know our email. Please message us.
They don't know our email.
You know our email. But yeah, so like I'm at the reason. So I'll actually tell you. So the main reason why all these companies like Blizzard, like Overwatch, pretty much Overwatch 2 only exists because of the loot box ban that's happening. And they were making no money off it, but like Belgium bans loot boxes. So in Overwatch, I wasn't able to buy loot boxes. In Rocket League, I was not allowed to buy loot boxes. A lot of what's that MMO that came out, like the top-down MMO that came out like last year?
Last year?
So, lost something.
I don't know, but it's like a top-down MMO. It's banned here as well. I can't play it. Anything that has like gacha mechanics or gambling in it in games is illegal. Which is stupid.
See, I
But
don't
no.
don't get this because fucking
Listen,
if you're
this
allowed
is
to go to a
terrible.
casino,
This is terrible, by the way. So, anime gacha games are all illegal. EA's FIFA is allowed.
wait,
Well, 'cause
FIFA's allowed.
that's because anime's cringe and sports is
Like,
based.
anime is kind of cringe, yes it is, but that doesn't matter. But I'm saying FIFA is bullshit. You have to spend like 10k to get a proper team. Whereas with me, I just want to spend I want to buy $10 to get a PNG of my waifu. And it pisses me off because I'm like, I'm an adult.
There's
I
some
have access
unfair
income.
dichotomy here.
I have access income. I think I should be allowed to buy PNGs of my waifu if I wanted to.
It's your money. You should be able to spend 100% of your money in any way you see fit.
Like, that's what I'm saying.
And whether that's gambling at all and living in a box, that's your fucking prerogative, man.
The thing is,
Personal
I have
responsibility
access
on that
income,
shit.
and I'm not gonna say that I'm like addicted to it, but like, me and my mate would open like 20 euros worth of keys on like CS:GO or Rocket League every now and then because we thought it was fun.
Yeah.
But now we're just literally not allowed to do that, and now companies are trying to change it because a lot of countries are trying to follow up on this loot box ban because they think it's gambling.
Well, me and you and Batis, I'm sure, have literally sat, like, and I've just bought like 100 keys in Counter-Strike and be like, fuck it, let's just sit and go for all these keys. I'm sure we've done this.
But you want to hear the craziest thing is, YouTube, public ads, and people telling you to go to casinos is all legal.
YouTube's illegal.
No, so there's YouTube ads for all the casinos here in Belgium and online casinos, and in Belgium they're allowed to have billboards and have people tell you to come into the casino. I'm like, isn't this worse than me spending 20 euros on like a fucking gacha game to get a PNG of my waifu?
Well, I think that the idea behind that sort of ban is more to stop children gambling, which it's harder for them to get in casinos than get a Steam account.
It's not.
It is, but like, why the fuck? Children shouldn't have access to a PayPal account in the first place.
Yeah,
if
that's
they-
the parents' responsibility.
If the children
not mine, not to gamble.
exactly, like if that child has access to a PayPal account, that's not my fucking fault. That's the parents' fault for letting these kids have a PayPal account or linking their bank account.
I mean, you can walk
Yeah.
into a game shop with cash and buy a £20 Steam voucher and then buy CS:GO keys with it.
Yeah, but exactly, if that's what the kid made, imagine that, because I used to work when I was like 12, I used to go to my dad's company and wash cars for money.
Ooh, child labour, love it.
I wasn't trying to, I made it, I wanted that. I wanted cash, and my dad says, I'm not giving you cash, you gotta work for your cash. So I asked him, can I wash cars at your place? Because I used to wash his car, and he'd give me 20 euros. So I'm like, does anyone else need a car washed? And like, yeah, people at my work, and he'd just bring me with him to his work while he was doing overtime. And I asked her at work, does anybody need a car wash? I'll do $20 inside and out.
Not bad.
And they were like, $20 inside and out? There you go. So I made like, what, 400 euros in a day washing cars once?
Damn.
Man,
On the grind.
when I was a kid, the only point I became interested in earning money was when I was like, right, cool, it's time to get beer for the weekend. Or not beer, right? So like,
Alco Pops.
well, no, before we had an alcohol tax, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was 18 years old when I started doing this, but I've
Back
collected
in
my
2011.
yeah, pretty much.
Why did you
collect
just
your
wink
lunch
there?
money for-
Why'd you just wink there?
Cameras is on the podcast.
Yeah, no one saw us wink. There was no winking.
I'll just flash your name for a second.
There was something in your eye, my bad.
Yeah. No, so it was a case of like, you'd collect up your lunch money throughout the week. And
You got
you'd,
lunch
like-
money?
Well, like, I got like £2 a day.
That's more than I ever got.
And I'd not eat lunch. And instead I'd go on the Friday. I had a friend who was older. Not that that's important. I was of age, right?
Just bragging about having friends.
Don't
Yeah,
worry,
yeah,
he's
yeah.
just saying he
friends.
has a senpai, you know. It's an anime,
Yeah.
we have to be kind of cringe. He has a senpai.
Yeah,
Yeah.
senpai.
That he wanted to show
Uh,
respect to, you know. Just hanging out.
Exactly. Anyway, so you'd have your money, and you'd have 10 Great British pounds, right? Now this would achieve far more than it would today on account of all the taxes and changes they've made. I could go to the shops, I could use that £10, I could get 4 litres of Strongbow, and 2 cartons of Ribena, which meant I had 4 litres of dark fruits, and also 10 cigarettes.
So, I
For
went...
£10 fucking pounds. £10 will not get you a single packet of cigarettes now. £10 will not get you Strongbow.
I love
What an insane way to make dark fruits.
So,
It tasted better than actual dark fruits, because the Ribena was actually like a real fruit drink, as
I guess.
opposed to dark fruits, which was shit cider and shit fruit preservatives, or whatever the fuck.
You could have got more bang for your buck there, though.
yeah.
How so?
£10, you could have got 10 litres of Pulse.
Yes, however, I tried Pulse once. It did not go according to plan. In fact, I will go out and say that Frosty Jacks is much better than Pulse in terms of my experiences.
You could have got 9 litres of that.
9 litres of...
In Belgium,
No.
everything's really expensive, but last time I went to Ireland, you guys saw, in Ireland at least, they had Strongbow in 2-liter plastic bottles.
Yeah.
We don't have that here. If you want
That's what I'm
alcohol,
talking
it's in a
about.
that's insane to me. We don't have. If I have to buy a Strongbow, I have to buy it in a 33 centiliter glass bottle.
Yeah, so you go to the shops in Scotland, you've got like the 2 litre bottle of Coke, 2 litre bottle of Iron Brew, 2 litre bottle of Strongbow, 2 litre bottle of lemonade. It's counted as a soft drink here.
I hate it so. I wish we had that here, because like it was like I looked at it, I'm like, that's dirt cheap. That's what I pay for one 33 centiliter bottle in my place.
To be fair, right, no.
Cheap
You
alcohol's always
you
in
say that.
plastic.
You
But
say
yeah,
that,
but we don't have any alcohol in plastic here. There's like one vodka brand,
None.
but they only sell like we have one vodka brand, but they're selling like really like the small shots of vodka, you know, like the small bottles that look like a flask.
But can you not go into a shop and just buy like a beer and then open it and drink it whilst walking? See, we don't have. I went to Berlin like a month
So
ago,
the thing
right?
is, in
And
Belgium,
you'd wake up in the morning, you'd go to the local corner shop,
wait, where?
you'd get. Yeah, I was in Berlin the other week. I know it's not Belgium, but it's fucking close.
Yeah.
And you'd go to the local corner shop. The alarm goes off at 9 in the morning. Oh, right, time for a busy day of sightseeing or whatever. go to the local shop, get a liter of beer in a glass.
Already would be illegal.
One of these glasses.
Yeah, 9 o'clock in the morning is already fucking beyond the law here. And then they'd be like, so you get that and like a biscuit or some shit for your breakfast. And then you go to the counter and you'd be like, yo, I would like this. And the guy on the counter would be like, would you like the beer open or closed? You're like, what do you mean? It's like, yeah, you can like crack it open and go for a walk with it.
Yeah,
I've never experienced this
So the
before.
thing in Belgium, it's like 50-50 allowed. Yeah, so public drinking is allowed as long as you're not disturbing peace or you're if you're on like public transport or like tourist spots. But if you're like if you're like walking near like the park or just down the road and you have a beer in your hand, that's fine.
See, no, I understand when it comes into the whole disturbing the peace thing, and I said to my
completely
friend.
illegal here.
Well, no, I said to my friend.
So wait,
when I
public
was in
drinking is not
Berlin-
allowed
No,
at all.
but no, but like again, when I was in Berlin, I said to my mate who I was there with, here, surely we should be allowed to just have a beer in public, and then he was like, no. They have a whole stipulation against disturbing the peace, and we cannot be trusted. And it clicked, and I'm like,
I
you
agree.
know what? If everyone could drink in Glasgow wherever and whenever they wanted, it would be carnage.
There's already
We
enough
cannot be
stabbings.
trusted.
Because
Yeah.
like, to be fair, like, I do the same. Like, imagine I got no drinks or I'm out about. I go to your, as you said, your local corner shop or a nice shop, and I'd buy anything, and they'd be like, "You want me to open that for you?" I'm like, "Yeah." You want me to open it for me, and I just drink it down in the park or on a bench in front of the church.
Yeah.
Alright, come to Belgium.
But no, this is why I fucking love being in Europe, because you can just have a beer and then go sit by a bench at like a nice river.
But yeah,
or a
that's
nice
exactly what I
park
did.
and
So
chill.
in Belgium, there's a shit ton of rivers because we're actually a portside town. So like, I'd buy a beer or like a bottle of vodka. Or do you know what Geneva is?
What?
Geneva. It's like sour shots.
Right, yeah, we have those.
So we have it's that, but we call it Geneva. But I would just buy a bottle and I just sip that.
Fair.
You want to hear a funny story actually while we're at it? So I remember New Year's evening, me and my mates had a game where every time I preempt a fireworks, so maybe I should give some more detail. So me and like 6 other dudes, we each have a bottle.
Right.
So I had a bottle of pink vodka. My mate had a bottle of Jägermeister. The other one had Geneva, which is like shots. The other one had something else. I don't remember what it was anymore because I drank too much. And we had whiskey. And every time preemptive fireworks went off, we'd swap the bottle.
Okay.
And you had to, and you had to take a sip of the bottle and then just continue. And then every time another preemptive firework, we swapped the bottle to the left, take another sip. Great time. But I remember I was sitting there. I was really... I drank too much in one go because all the fireworks went off preemptively. So I sat there at a bridge near the lake and I'm like, fuck, I'm fucked. And this police guy walks up to me and he goes, "Excuse me, sir, have you been drinking?" I'm like, "Yeah? Alright, have a nice evening." I'm like, "You too. Happy New Year."
Just a casual honesty check.
Mate, that's fucking wild. When I was in Berlin, the policeman approached me at a point. I was very hungover and not very good at German. And he came up to me, and I just got off the subway, and he's like... And he started speaking to me in German, and I'm like, "Mate, I can't, just English, please." He's like, "Right, you do not have a mask." I'm like, "What?" Apparently they still have all the fucking COVID precautions in
Yes,
place over there.
no. In Germany, they don't have in general, but only on public transport.
Yeah, so he's like, "Yeah, so that's €50. And I'm like, no, mate. For one, I was completely unaware. 2, I'm a tourist. I wasn't trying to be fucking
Everyone knows you don't have to follow
entitled
laws
and
you don't know
snarky
about.
as fuck. But it was no. Obviously, when you're in a country, you should follow the fucking laws of that country.
Exactly,
Okay?
right.
So if you're in fucking
Yeah, which
this
you were
is years
just
after
uninformed.
COVID.
You're just
and,
uninformed.
yeah, I was unaware. So I was like, right.
Because I think Germany is
make
one of
it-
the only companies that still has like the laws
Exactly,
to wear a mask when you're in
exactly.
public transport.
Exactly. So I was like, right, can we like scratch the fine and you just help me find a shop that sells masks? And he was like, okay. I was like, alright, thanks, fuck. So he took me to a shop and got me a mask. I was like,
That's
right,
the thing,
fuck,
though.
fuck,
So
it was bizarre because again in Britain, like that shit's been gone for a year at this point, probably.
Yeah.
But you know why that is? I'll tell you now. So a lot of people here, they lie to all the police all the time. So if you show them a single like drop of honesty and like sincerity, they'll be like, "I my guy, just fuck off, just go."
No, I mean, I was just being like, right, here's the facts, right? I'm fucking here.
That's
I don't
what I'm
have
saying.
them,
That's
and
what I'm
I don't
saying.
know where to get them.
That's what I'm saying.
he
Like
was like,
you're
"Ah,
showing
cool."
sincerity, and you're like, "I genuinely didn't know," and you told them the truth. Because like
I would,
most of the times, they'll just check you. They'll be like, "Have you done this?" And you're like, "Yeah." Ah, fuck off then. It's not worth the hassle if you're lying. Like if you're lying, they'll like try and like prove it. But if you're like honest to God, they're like, "There's no point."
I think no, all like police everywhere are the same, man. See, as long as you don't try and bullshit them, they tend to be alright.
With me, it's usually just make them laugh. Once you make them laugh, they leave you alone.
Yeah, like crack a joke, just don't make any like anti-state jokes. Because
Yes, I'm just
they're
saying
not
that.
state.
I think that will piss off half the company, the country at this point.
Oh, that's right. That was a fucking weird one, right? So right, Berlin, right? So I'm there on holiday, away from work, away from all of that shit. And I'm like, so I've got a pal out there. I was like, right, give me some good pubs. She's like, right, here is a pub. It's not a pub, it's a squat house. But they've got a bar in it.
A squad.
I was like, right, cool, where is it? And she's like,
Was the heroin
very far
included?
south.
Was the heroin included?
There was no heroin. It was just a nice night. There was live music in a bar. So I was like, right, cool.
What do you mean a nice night with no heroin?
A nice night in a squat house.
Yeah, no. So I went to the bar. It was really fucking class. So I'm sitting there drinking all night, and a cunt in a fucking kilt appears. And I'm sitting there like,
My man,
Okay.
that's my folk. That's
no. Well, again, I was like that, but I'm like, I speak to this man
Yes.
because I'm here to avoid Scottish people for a few days. But obviously, like, it's fine. He probably doesn't know me. We can have a chat about Berlin and blah blah blah. Go over, say hi to him, blah blah blah, talking. Oh, whereabouts is it you walk? And then he states the exact place where I walk. And I'm sitting there like,
this could be my boss.
shitting
I
me.
have to behave. I have to behave. This could be my boss.
no. I asked him for his name, and he told me his name, and I'm like, holy shit. Well, so obviously COVID started years ago, and then everything went to phone calls and stuff. I'm like, mate, we have been on the phone together for hours.
Genuinely?
Yeah, I'm like, dude, this is fucking wild.
So you're best friends now, obviously.
Well, yeah, because his mates left, him with me. So we were both very fucking drunk, and then my mate appeared at some point this fucking night, who wasn't going to come to this pub because it was a shithole. Well, not a shithole, it was a very good place, but from the description, it did not sound like it would be good. You know, squat house. But he appeared, and then we ended up sitting at the bar for many hours, and I turned around to talk to our Scottish guy in the kilt at one point, and I turned back, and the guy that I was with had just disappeared. So I'm pure. I'm like, right, yeah, I gave it like 20 minutes, half an hour. I'm like, right, I'm worried about him. So I'm standing outside in the porch, kind of area out back, phoning him. He eventually picks up, and for some reason he's very angry. So he tells me to fuck off and hangs up. So I'm like, right.
What'd you do?
Nothing, I didn't do it. I went back in and kept drinking. He came back like ages later. He's like, no, I was just lifting money. I was like, right, fine. And he's like, right, so let's get a drink. I'm like, right, cool, get a drink, and I'm going to go for a piss. So I go for a piss, come back, he's once again gone. I'm like, right, this time stuff's getting weird, so I'm phoning him. He eventually picks up, and he's like, I'm going to find an electric scooter. I'm like, mate, you can hardly walk. You're not getting on an electric scooter. He's like, no, I'm going to get an electric scooter and scoot back to the hotel. And we're about 30 miles away from the hotel. So, after about 40 minutes, I phoned the other mate that we were there with. I'm like, here, I can't find him. And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, he just disappeared. He says he's away searching for an electric scooter, but he can't fucking walk. So he's like, right, I was having a chill night, but I will come and help you find him. Well, another 20 minutes passes. He's in the centre of Berlin. I'm still way out in this pub because, I mean, I'm not leaving
Well,
yet. I don't know where he's at. Yeah. And then my other mate phones me, and he's like, yeah, I just got off the phone with him. He's at Checkpoint Charlie. I'm like, no, the fuck he's not. That's about 15 miles away.
I mean, maybe he ran.
No, so we
Electric's
left.
going fast.
We found him like half asleep in a subway station, kind of near Checkpoint Charlie, but nowhere near it at the same time. So we get him onto the train, and I'm pissed off at this point. I'm like, I was having a chill night. We get back to the hotel, fucking go to sleep, blah blah blah. I'm like, I'm having a fucking word with you in the morning, by the way. So he passes out, wake up. I'm like, right, so what the fuck happened to you last night? He's like, oh, I got mugged. I'm like, no, what? No. Are you just trying to play some sort of sympathy card here? And he's like, no. So I couldn't find an electric scooter. But three guys came up to me and I thought they were going to help me find one. But they just demanded my money. I was like, right. So, at this point, what did you do? And he's like, well, I was pissed, so I just said fuck off. I was like, mate. And then what? He's like, no, it worked, they left me alone.
What?
Like, they must have thought you had some sort of, like, learning impairment.
The problem is, like, they're like, shit, that's a foreigner, we gotta be careful.
Wait, really?
Probably. People scared here of foreigners. At least in Belgium. But yeah, speaking of,
But
now,
this-
I've got a question for you guys. But maybe not, like, directly. So, me and my dad, and my family in general, we went to go camping in the UK for a while.
Right.
And this camping had a pub. So me and my dad wake up and we're like,
Wait, what do you mean this camping had the pub? Were you camping or were you, like, chilling out at the campsite?
it was a campsite where you go with the caravans.
Right.
That's not camping, that's
Yeah,
just
it's a
caravanning.
it's a completely different thing, but sure. Yeah.
Whatever, there was a campfire, it counts.
Just set something on fire and it's always camping.
Whatever, so
Yes, arson is legal as long as you're camping. Set up a tent near the building, burn it down. I'm just camping, officer.
I'll be PC. We were staying in a caravan place. How does that sound? Is that better?
There we go, that's better.
So, and there was a pub and like an arcade and all that shit. So, me and my dad, we wake up really early.
An arcade?
There was an arcade nearby, so.
Were you at a fucking... What's the name of the holiday homes place?
Center Parks.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't Center Parks. But yeah, pretty much we went there and was like, me and my dad are very light sleepers, so my stepmom and brother aren't, but they made a shit ton of noise because they snore very loudly. So me and my dad wake up at like 9 a.m. and we're like, fuck man. And we had a lot of drinking, so we're like, should we just go get a drink in the pub? And we're like, yeah, sounds good. Walk up to the pub, it was like 10 a.m. at that point, and we're like, so a beer and a cider. We're not serving alcohol. I'm like, excuse me?
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock before they can serve alcohol.
Yeah.
And they said we can't serve you until noon.
Oh?
And I'm looking at these fuckers, I'm like, this is my holiday, give me a fucking drink.
Yeah, that's common as fuck. I went into a pub, and I like, it was first thing in the morning, hungover as shit. I'm like, can I get a fucking Irish coffee?
Of course.
So they poured me whiskey, coffee, brought it up, and I've paid for it. And I go to walk away with it, and she puts her hand over the whiskey. She's like, oh, hold on. It's only $9.40.
Really?
I was like, sorry, what? You have poured it. It is there. You're not putting it back in the bottle. She's like...
Just wait for 20 minutes before you have that.
Fucking literally, she's like, I'll bring it to your table in 20 minutes. I'm like, but the coffee will be cold. And I'll be even more hungover.
Yeah,
Help.
dude, I was so upset. So me and my dad, we were upset. We were like genuinely upset, and so we're like, let's just go to the supermarket and grab something there. They wouldn't sell it to us either.
Yeah, you must have been there at like fucking 9 o'clock, mate.
Yeah, it was nice.
It's 10 o'clock here.
Yeah,
it was 9 o'clock.
10 a.m. to 10 p.m. as well.
Again,
It's so stupid. It's so stupid. I can wake up at 6 a.m., go to the supermarket, buy as much alcohol as I want here.
We live in Alcoholic Island.
No,
see,
in
this
Belgium,
is-
listen, in Belgium, if I wake up at 6 a.m. and I go to the supermarket, I buy an entire crate of beer. I can buy vodka. I can buy anything at like 6 a.m. to be like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, see, this is why I fucking loved Germany, because like I woke up early as fuck a few mornings, like not like 6, 7. I'm talking like 2, 3 in the morning.
Yeah, and you go to
And I'm
like
like,
7
right.
shops.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be awake for like at least another 2 hours. I might as well have a beer and stick the telly on.
Yeah.
And there was a shop right outside the hotel, so I went round there, and I ended up in pretty fucking friendly terms with the guy. I'm like, alright mate, how you doing, blah blah blah. Nah, I've woke up, can I just have a few beers? I was like, yeah, there you go, just pick what you want. Fucking sound. Grabbed a few beers at like 3 in the morning.
So you were like asking them like, because you were like concerned about like the same like time.
Well, it's not. Well, okay, yeah. For one,
You were just
there
making
was
sure.
There was a lot of times where I was concerned about the same fucking things, well, in terms of laws. So I went into a bar. This is the first time I was ever in Berlin. Now, so here I am. I walk in the door. I walk up. I sit at the bar. There is 5 ashtrays lined out across the bar. I ask for a beer. The guy gets me a beer. Now that's also something you can't fucking do here. They're like, what beer? I'm like, just fucking the cheapest beer, please. But you can do that in Berlin, no problem. They'll just give you a beer.
You know what the funny thing
Anyway.
is? In Belgium, you don't have to ask. You don't have to say it out loud. Imagine you're in a corner in the back of the pub and it's busy. All you do is
Yeah, you just
you do
hold
this.
up your fingers.
No, you do.
Yep.
You pull up your pinky finger and they know exactly what to bring to your table.
Yeah, I've done
You
this
do
as
this, then the amount,
Look.
and then they'll be at your table in 5 minutes.
There was another pub I was in, and it was packed as fuck at the bar, but I get in kind of early, so I started tipping a fair amount of money right at the start, before it got busy. So I ended up going back to the bar, and it was like 3 people deep, and the guy caught my eyes across the bar and just held up fucking 3 fingers, and he poured my free beers next, and fucking like done the Moses thing.
Exactly.
Like, let him through.
Capitalism at work.
I love that.
It
I
felt
love that here.
awesome. But no, like in terms of the smoking thing, right? So I'm sitting at a bar, 5 ashtrays out in front of me. The barman pours me a beer, well not pours me a beer, opens a beer, puts it in front of me, lights up his own cigarette, and starts tapping it into the ashtray in front of me while chatting. And I'm like nervously fumbling with my cigarette packet. I'm like, can I also smoke it in here? He's like, yeah, on you go.
It's very rare though, because in Europe they ban smoking in pubs, but certain pubs will do it. It's,
So
they need like
I
a
learned-
certain. They need like a certain something. I don't remember, but like not a lot of pubs do it, but pubs
See,
sometimes still
I
do it.
learned this thing specifically about German cities. See how after the war Germany was split into 4 sectors?
Yeah.
Only one of them still allows smoking in bars.
And you're a person. Oh my god, luckily you were in that. So you're sitting there like, are you sure? Are you sure?
Like even after I'd let it, I kept like eyeing the guy like, is he gonna kick me out? Because I mean, like, I have been kicked out of bars for smoking before. Obviously, who hasn't?
Me, because I don't smoke.
Well, that would do it. I mean, okay. See, like, there's a couple of bars here that are like, there's a very, what's the word, ambiguous line between the beer garden and the actual pub
Yeah.
in terms of doorway. And I was smoking too close to the inside of the pub, and they're like, no, you can't do this.
Most European
Oh my God.
bars have like a separate room that's also inside where you can smoke usually.
Even the bars that weren't in that area had that specific room that you're talking about.
Yeah, a lot of them have it because like they don't want smoke in the main bar because the thing is smoking's declining and a lot of people don't smoke, but they still want to be able in the pub. Now I grew up in a pub, so I'm used to smoke. Like I grew up in an Irish pub because my dad had an Irish pub, and smoking was allowed back then, so I'm really used to it. But if you smoke near somebody who doesn't smoke at all or is not used to it, they like start coughing.
Yeah, well, when did the smoking ban come into effect in Britain? 2008?
I think it was
So there was-
2007,
there
2008,
was-
yeah. I think it's 2008 or 2006, something like
Yeah,
that.
so like I spent the first like 10 to 11 maybe years of my life in, when we went to restaurants and that, there was a smoking section, or when you went to a pub later on, there was people smoking. Weddings, as a kid, everyone was fucking smoking.
I mean, yeah. As I said, I grew up in an Irish pub, man. I'm so used to smoke. I don't smoke, but I don't cough when I smoke.
I mean, like, I have been slowly quitting, hence the vapes. They're like, so as much as vapes are cringe as fuck, and it pisses me off when I see like kids smoking them, because you're like, right. Well, like I have a few different reactions. One is like, right, kids shouldn't be smoking.
Okay,
The
there's another
second
tangent we can go on to
reaction-
because I got a lot of shit to say about this.
Yeah, but well, my first reaction is, oh, kids smoking vapes to replace cigarettes? That's unhealthy. And then my second reaction is, I was smoking actual cigarettes at that age. So,
Yeah.
do I really have a leg to stand on here?
Okay, I'll talk here. So, number one, back then, smoking was a lot more accessible and acceptable by anybody.
Yeah.
Like, my dad smoked when he was 11. I'm now 23 and I still don't smoke. I mean, I smoke socially. If I'm, like, really, really drunk, I need to quick sober up, I'll have a cigarette.
Yeah.
That's about it. That's the maximum I'll go. Now, I have a vape. But then again, it's the same as a cigarette. Like, I literally only use it when I'm drinking. And I need a quick sober up, or I need, like, a quick distraction to get me to stop drinking. And keep my hands busy instead of just getting my massive German mug and continue drinking. But the one thing that I dislike about vapes, especially these new throwaway vapes that they are showing off a lot, like you're having right now, is that they're like, it's almost like glorifying to kids.
Yeah.
Because there's like no like plain, there's no like tobacco flavor. There's no like plain flavor. It's literally just cotton candy, mint sweets, mint fruit.
That's the thing. So obviously here they banned like you can't have colour on a packet of cigarettes.
Neither can we.
Because it's going to influence kids into smoking. However, here is a bright pink stick that tastes like watermelon. Go ham, child.
That's what I'm saying. So like
It's weird.
in Belgium they banned any type of like, so any pack of cigarettes is a bland red pack with just in like almost Comic Sans like the name of the brand.
Yeah.
That's it, and then just a terrifying picture of somebody's like lungs, how it turns out when they smoke.
Yeah, you gotta have the gore.
Yeah, the gore, exactly, the gore porn. But then you look over, literally right next to it, it's like Flavor King, watermelon flavor,
it's fucking
peach
annoying.
flavor, cotton candy flavor, and I'm like, stop glorifying it. Because I see all these like 11 and 12 years old smoking it, I'm like, yes, a lot of people when they
also-
were older smoking it. But then again, it was a lot more acceptable back then. Take in the 17th, smoking was seen as healthy.
Well, it's also, like, obviously, right, it's not just fucking cigarette, like, obviously, like, cigarettes are trying to not glorify towards kids at all now, but you've got the vapes, but, like, okay, as far as I'm concerned, of the whole child sees happy colour, is interested by whatever it is, we still have, like, mad, colourful alcohol shit. And you're like, why is one... I'm not saying alcohol shouldn't be coloured either. I'm saying that this whole fucking regulation is a farce.
It's bullshit, yeah, I agree. To be fair, I
Yeah.
think alcohol should be the same. I think they should be able to remove all of like the pretty logos, all the pretty colors.
All alcohol is literally just a can of K-cider.
No, I think they should just like do it as they do with like cigarettes right now, where it's like you're not allowed to
I
have
don't
pretty
think either
logos.
of this should be a thing, man. Like,
To be fair, you
as
should
a
just
kid,
teach your
I
kids.
did not... I
You
did
should just
not
teach your
start
kids to not
smoking.
smoke or drink in general.
Well, yeah, but again, that education works, and a lot of people that I grew up with, especially in school, when they had the colourful packets and shit, don't smoke. It's nothing to do with the fucking colour of the packets, it's to do with the education provided.
And also
But,
peer
like,
pressure.
I
you have
did
to be
not-
able to go against peer pressure, because all of my
I
friends
did
smoke,
not
but I don't.
begin smoking because the packets were colourful. I began smoking because I knew people that smoked.
That's what I'm saying. You should be able to handle peer pressure and be taught to handle peer pressure.
See, I was kind of lucky with the smoking, that all my brother's friends who smoked, as soon as they met me, they decided that I'm not allowed to smoke.
But that's
Is
good.
that fair?
That's what should happen.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm a terrible influence myself. Like 90% of my friends didn't drink until they met me. Cause I'm not sure if do you guys like the taste of beer?
No.
Like I cannot stand.
I do.
I cannot stand the taste of beer.
I think we've just like fucking ostracized an entire chunk of the audience by being like, we smoke and drink.
You know who our audience is, right?
We have an audience?
Kinda.
Well, no, but like again, the thing is, like, you instantly have a fucking stigma associated with you now. Like, Maaku is outed as a man who has a cigarette every now and again.
We smoke, we drink, we gamble, we take drugs, we kill people. At least one of those is a lie.
Yeah, I'm
Two of those are a lie for me.
I'm part of the IRA. Clearly.
No, we can't make these like.
Cut that.
No.
Cut that. I'm gonna clap right now. Cut that.
No.
Okay, that's just been a long enough tangent on smoking and drinking. Let's get back to like what the podcast meant to be about, at least a little bit.
Okay. Let me ask you something here about anime then. Now, anime question. There's been a lot of stigma about slice of life anime.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you noticed this, but like K-On! For instance, which I would just describe as cute girls doing cute things. A lot of these.
It's very slice of life though.
It's the Nazi anime.
No, yes, but cute girls doing cute things. Yeah, just imagine that.
Yeah.
Right.
It's been getting a lot of hate lately. Have you guys noticed
Why?
that? Have you guys
I've
noticed?
not noticed.
I have.
I've kind of noticed on Reddit and that, but I've not paid too much attention to it.
A lot of my friends as well. So like, a lot of my friends would be like, "Oh, Jujutsu Kaisen's the best anime," or like, I'm like, I mean, it's a great anime. I wouldn't say it's the best.
Oh, okay, I get it. It's people that are coming into anime now.
Yes,
and are
exactly.
Like, why is there no action in this? This is not a real show.
Yes.
You got to watch 50 shows and then you can appreciate slice of life.
That's okay. I don't want to be that guy, but like, I think you need like a certain level. So there's animes which are to me like starter animes, SAO. Okay, even Soul Eater I'd consider
I was
a starter
about to say
anime.
Soul Eater. Yeah.
Soul Eater, SAO, I'd consider these starter animes. Yeah? Where it's like, there's a perfect amount of slice of life in there, with just a right enough amount of action and right enough amount of drama, where like it hits all the spots for beginners to like get intrigued.
Yeah.
But then like take something extremely slice of lifey, K-On!, Lucky Star. This is only something you can like really start enjoying if you're like 50 animes in.
I made a flowchart years ago about anime.
A lot of the issue is people who have seen, well, I mean, Jujutsu Kaisen or like even more modern. Like, I know a lot of people who've like started watching stuff now, and they're gonna watch stuff like Cyberpunk Edge Runners, where you've got the action, you've got the gore, you've got all of the
Cyberpunk's also
neurons
I haven't
firing
watched
in
it
your
yet,
brain.
so.
It's good.
But that's the thing I'm saying, like,
but
there's like
it's
things
only
here
the
and
way it's
there,
where I
like,
remember.
there's always something like crazy happening, something like to like.
But then you, if someone who's only seen like one of those shows immediately goes and watches something like Non Biori, they're gonna be like, what the hell is this? This isn't a real show.
Personally, I love Nyonyambiri, okay?
Yeah,
It's fucking
amazing.
excellent.
It's like
It's
it's
excellent.
a great show.
You got the non-BR t-shirt.
Exactly.
I do.
I just think a lot of people aren't on. The problem is with a lot of anime fans, because like even I am a very late bloomer, because I literally only started watching anime after the second season of Sword Art aired, so like 2014.
Yeah.
Well, I started when I was. Hold on.
Unless you guys count like Pokemon and like Bakugan and shit.
See, no, I never watched any shit like that when I was a kid, man. The first anime I ever got a taste of was Soul Eater, and I must have been about 14. And the only reason I get into it is because someone sent me the
The opening? Oh fuck, the opening is great.
and I was like, not.
Wait, the second or first one?
You know, I was like da 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 da. That one.
Both of them have guitar in it, man. Are you talking about Paper Moon?
Yes, Peppermint.
Okay, Paper Moon's the second one.
Yeah, that is the best one in my opinion.
First one's better.
No, you're fucking wrong.
I'm
No,
objectively right. The first one's better.
you are objectively fucked if you think that's the best opening, right?
It is
Black
better.
Peppermint is the best fucking opening.
Oh, we get there.
All of the Soul anime, all of the Soul Eater animes, and additionally, might I add, as someone who plays guitar, I am a musician, It's also the best and most fun to play.
Okay,
So-
fair enough. I'm no musician, so I can't say that. But I
Yeah,
prefer
so-
I prefer the first one because it actually sounds like an opening, whereas Black Paper Moon just sounds like something I just listened to anyway.
That surely makes
What
it
was
better.
what was the first one again? Revenant?
Revenant, something like that, yeah.
Resonance.
Resonance, that's it, yes.
Yeah, that. Okay, again, in terms of anime, right? Okay, I'm gonna try and look at this objectively. Black Paper Moon, much better because one, it got me into anime. Two, very good song.
I was talking about openings.
Resonance.
Resonance is a
Resonance.
better opening, is what I said. I didn't say it was a better song. I said it's a better opening.
But including visuals.
Visuals, especially visuals.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I have to concede on this point. Yeah, okay, fine.
If you're talking purely on like an opening standpoint, if you're talking like you listen to this opening and you're getting ready to watch the anime, that shit hyped you up the most.
Yeah, yeah. Although to be fair, the anime, right?
Black Paper Moon, great music though. Like I love that song. It's a song I just
whole-
listen to in general.
Yeah. Again, like, see in terms of a starting anime, that's probably one of the best.
I'd say Sword Art personally, but again, I might have bias because that's my started anime.
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't have the bias because it's mine, but it's the whole. It's got the balance between like you've got the action, you've got the kind of slice of life elements.
And the etchy,
You've got-
you have a
you've
bit of
got-
etchy in there as well.
Yeah, not too much.
Not too much, like
but,
it's there.
But you've got the comedy,
Definitely.
and also really important. for
We have
starting
Excalibur.
anime.
That's very important.
Yes, but again, one of the most important parts for starting anime and getting into, in my opinion, had a really fucking good dub.
Oh no, we're getting into dubs.
I watched some stuff dubbed, not all.
I watched Pokemon in dub, and so again in Belgium, yeah, everything is dubbed in Dutch.
Oh, okay, right, fine.
It's like a clown show.
So listen, I used to watch Adventure Time in Dutch, and I'm like, this shit sucks. I hate this shit. Okay, but all my friends in like the UK and America, they're like, "Oh, talking about Adventure Time's a great ass show." I'm like, "What are you watching?" I'm like, "I just watched it on TV," and they didn't know. And then after one point, I was like, "I'll just watch it online." And it was in English, and I fucking enjoyed the hell out of it. Like as you said,
sense.
a good dub, good voice actors, good voice actresses.
I get a good dub works well. I think like I've not watched something dubbed for maybe 2 years. However, it's gonna be like the 5th time I've brought up the past hours. See the new Cyberpunk?
Yep.
See, because it's Trigger and CD Projekt Red, the dubcast is fucking outstanding, and I'm pretty sure the crossover characters from the game have the same voice actors.
That'd be sick.
So it actually turns out not bad. Like, because I watched that dubbed, I'm like, surely not all anime dubbed is bad.
No,
And then
definitely.
I tried-
There are good ones, but
I don't want to say that.
generally-
I don't want to say all of it's bad. I was saying a
I'll-
lot of it is.
Yeah, because I finished that and I'm like, alright, cool, I wonder what I'm going to watch next. 7 Deadly Sins. Let's see who the dub is.
So
Not the best.
I have a friend here, and they study Japanology, whereas like they study the study of Japanese, you know, like. But the thing is, half of their class literally makes like anime noises when they wait,
See, this is cringe.
and like I remember I met them and I was like, this is your friend? I'm like, did you really just say that? Are you gonna hit me with a Nandeska next? Shut the fuck up. Like, listen, I'm all for cringe. I'm literally wearing an anime t-shirt and sleep with an anime body pillow.
Cringe.
Yeah, you're a max cringe mode. That is acceptable.
Listen, but I'm
The
cringe to
thing is,
myself.
The only shit that is cringe in the world is stuff that you are self-conscious and... No. If you are being cringe, you are self-conscious of yourself.
Yeah, but they don't know that.
And
They
you feel shame. Don't feel shame.
The thing is, they didn't know that at all. I'm like, do you know what you're doing? It's kind of weird. I'm like, you're studying Japanese.
No.
You're speaking like this is bullshit. You're like literally just insulting them.
I'm talking about subjective cringe. That is objective cringe.
That's
different, right?
That is objective cringe. I'll agree with you. Fuck, man. I had to wash myself for 3 days after that.
I mean, I am subjectively cringy. I don't find myself cringy.
I am also very subjectively cringe, but I'm pretty sure I'm also objectively cringe in my opinion.
Oh really?
I am
you
based.
for the record. Yeah?
You're just based.
You're based.
I mean, to be fair, like I can't. Dating. Imagine this. I cannot bring a normal woman home. Like anyone that's like not into anime. I could not bring her home.
Why would you
What,
want to?
like because you have like shit game, or because
No, yes, also, but imagine they do come here after a miracle. They'd have to get over my 2 bookshelves of anime figures and Pokemon cards.
right? Yeah, that is quite the stepping stone.
See, this
the
is why you
hurdle,
need a
if you
spare
will.
room.
Do you think I can afford a spare room? Do you see the economy we're in right now?
The thing is, like, see, you could get 2 birds with 1 stone here, right? Have a spare room for all of that cringy weeb shit, and a locked door, right? So you get your weeb shit,
No, fuck
and
that,
the
man.
lassie that you bring home is like, oh, here's a locked door, mysterious.
Listen,
Then you put her in and lock the door.
I'll let you know right now.
Lock her in with the weeb shit until she respects it.
I'll let you know right now. My anime shit's more worth than her. I'll just lock her in a door instead. My anime figures will be here, and when she tries to run, no wait, that's bad. I shouldn't make that joke. I just
Okay.
lock everything else and bring her into that room where there's no anime stuff, respectfully, and ask for her consent. That is what I meant to say.
Oh, fair fucks, man. Right. I would like to state we've been talking for 2 hours, so...
Oh yeah, we need to clap again because all my audio stuff fucked at the start.
Right, so 3, 2, 1. Right, cool. Final clap check done. This has been what I feel has been a good episode. We'll see when it's edited and put together.
After we remove all the alcohol, drinking, and cigarettes.
No, that stays in. That was some good topics for like completely non-weeb related shit.
Also, great news. First time we've not doxed our addresses.
Yeah, congrats to that. That's awesome.
Yeah, I said Belgium and you guys said Glasgow.
I mean, that's big enough.
That is a country and a city. It's hardly doxing an address.
In
Unless I
the
said,
first
for
episode, I said
example.
exactly where I moved to like 6 times throughout my life.
Yeah, I remember this. Anyway, so this has been what I'm hoping is the
Worst episode.
proper first episode of CouncilOfWeebs podcast.
The
after
best
we've got it all set up
episode
and
you
stuff.
guys have had since I've come.
Yeah, Thantius really made this shit. In terms of links, description, we'll have our Patreon, Spotify. I think this will be on Spotify.
Twitter, Discord.
Twitter, Discord.
If we get 10 likes, I'll come on the next episode.
Yeah, please get 10 likes, because if he's not on the next episode, this is going to be fucked.
There's no way we're getting 10 weeks.
10, okay, well, I'll have it. If we can get 3, that's less than half. 3 likes, how's that sound?
That's doable.
Free likes is good. Right, so awesome. That's all the weeb shit plugged. Thantius, plug yourself.
I'm Thantius. I came into this podcast plugged.
And what I actually meant, your
We're
Twitch,
removing that
anything
plug on
else?
Patreon.
Dude, I don't stream enough. Maybe later. If I come here next episode, I'll plug myself. I don't stream enough to plug myself.
Fuck it.
But it'll
Awesome.
probably be in the description.
Yeah, it'll be there anyway. Just fucking look. I know he's talking himself down, but it is good. His stuff is good. Go watch him. He's Belgian.
If I'm live.
So like he's less cool than everyone else, but he's still alright because he's a weeber, right?
Belgium doesn't
King of the
exist. Belgium doesn't exist.
True.
Shouldn't.
Just like Australia and New Zealand.
Oh Christ. Okay. This is a conspiracy theory that we'll get onto in the next episode. Right.
We'll remove a country every week.
We'll remove a country until we see the one country that's real.
It's Israel.
Oh no.
Right. Okay. Peace. Enjoy
Peace
the
out.
podcast.
I hope you have a
Farewell,
wonderful
everyone.
week, and I'll see you next week.
One episode.
Bye bye.
Should we clap again?
No. Keep that in. Do we clap again? That's how it ends.